Hi, Gary here. This is a quick review of the advantages of wearing a helmet, not a lecture on whether to wear one or not, just a list of reasons why it could be a helmet for you. Now, most of us do wear helmets, especially those of us senior citizens, because we seem to break easily. If you are getting started cycling or just do it occasionally, here are some reasons for you to put up with the hotter head and messed up hair, even though we don't plan to fall today. If you have any comments about helmets, let me know in the comments and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. See you on the trails and pathways. Wearing a biking helmet while cycling is essential for various reasons. Here are some medical advantages. Reducing head injury risk. The primary medical advantage of wearing a biking helmet is the reduction in the risk of head injuries. A helmet is designed to absorb impact energy during a fall or collision, considerably reducing the chances of sustaining a traumatic brain injury. Preventing skull fractures, helmets are constructed to protect the skull from fractures in case of an accident. A fractured skull can lead to brain injury and other complications. Facial protection. Some helmets, especially those with a visor or extended coverage over the face, can also provide protection to the face and jaw. This minimizes the risk of facial fractures and dental injuries. Preventing concussions. By absorbing the force of an impact, helmets can reduce the likelihood of a concussion, which is a type of traumatic brain injury caused by a blow to the head. Scalp protection. A helmet can also protect the scalp from cuts, abrasions, and lacerations that could occur during a crash. This is particularly important for preventing infections and reducing blood loss. Increased visibility. Helmets often have reflective materials or can be fitted with lights, which make cyclists more visible to drivers, particularly in low light conditions. Being more visible can prevent collisions and thus prevent injuries. Risk mitigation in the case of rotational forces. Some modern helmets feature technology such as MIP's, multi-directional impact protection system, which can reduce the rotational forces during an angled impact. This is important as rotational forces can cause severe brain injuries. Psychological security. Wearing a helmet can provide a psychological benefit by making the rider feel safer. This can contribute to a more focused and cautious riding style, which may indirectly contribute to safer cycling practices. Setting a good example. Wearing a helmet sets a good example for children and other cyclists. This can have a community-wide effect, leading to more cyclists wearing helmets and thus reducing the overall incidence of head injuries. It's important to note that while helmets significantly reduce the risk of head injuries, they are not foolproof. Combining helmet use with safe riding practices is the most effective way to prevent injuries while cycling. Additionally, it is essential to ensure that the helmet is properly fitted and meets safety standards. Here are more detailed explanations and additional points. Energy absorption. Biking helmets are made with materials that are designed to absorb energy upon impact. The typical structure involves an outer shell made from hard plastic and an inner lining of foam, usually EPS, expanded polystyrene. The foam compresses upon impact, absorbing energy that would otherwise be transmitted to the skull and brain. Spinal cord protection. While primarily designed to protect the head, a helmet can also indirectly reduce the risk of spinal cord injuries. A head injury can sometimes cause a domino effect where the force is transferred to the spine. Aerodynamics and cooling. Some high-end helmets are designed with aerodynamics in mind, which might not be a direct medical advantage, but can contribute to reducing fatigue during long rides. Reduced fatigue can result in better control of the bike, and hence lesser chances of crashing. Additionally, good helmets have vents that provide cooling, which can prevent overheating and contribute to the rider's comfort and concentration. Brain health in the long term. By reducing the severity of head injuries, helmets can also contribute to better long-term brain health. Even minor traumatic brain injuries can have long-lasting effects, including an increased risk of neurological disorders later in life. Reduced healthcare costs. By preventing or reducing the severity of injuries, helmets can result in significantly lower healthcare costs for the individual and society. The treatment of head injuries can be prolonged and expensive. Eye protection. Helmets with visors can protect the eyes from debris, bugs, and weather elements. This can prevent eye injuries or conditions that could be caused by foreign objects or pollutants entering the eye at high speed. Ear protection. Certain types of helmets also offer some level of ear protection. This might not be significant, but in case of a side collision, it can prevent ear injuries or damage to the auditory canal. Legal, compliance, and insurance. In some areas, wearing a helmet is a legal requirement, and not doing so could lead to fines or legal issues. Additionally, some insurance policies might only cover injuries sustained while wearing a helmet, so wearing one could be advantageous from a medical coverage perspective. Stress reduction. Knowing that they are taking precautions by wearing a helmet, cyclists might experience reduced stress and anxiety levels while riding, especially in heavy traffic or challenging conditions. Remember that for a helmet to provide these benefits effectively, it must be the right size, correctly adjusted, and worn properly. Additionally, helmets that have been involved in an impact should be replaced even if there is no visible damage, as the integrity of the helmet could be compromised.